Mad. You want the watermelon the worms are getting? I'm sorry. You cannot have that. You already had some. Okay, I gotta go feed the worms. Okay, friends. Hello. It's been 2 weeks since we've last fed our hot frog. And for those of you who are keeping track, I'm keeping track. We last fed them over here in this corner. And since the last feeding, oh, I guess I shouldn't close eye. Since the last feeding, if you saw our video, our urban worm bag has, been under attack. And definitely parts on my side definitely messed that one up a little bit. Wally, excuse me. I'm over here trying to feed the worms. You're making all the noise. There's dog snacks over there. Oh boy, now Moose is up. We woke the baby. Now he's serenading us. I don't know if you guys could hear him squeaking, but that's Moose squeaking his toy in the background. Okay, we gotta focus, you guys. We're feeding the worms. It's been 2 weeks since our last feeding here. We fed our urban worm bag outside. Urban worm bag outside has mites and gnats or flies, something not good. So we're going to try really hard to prevent that from happening in here. I'm sure it's unrelated and it won't happen in here, especially because the food we're feeding is frozen toilet paper rolls. So let's just get in here and see how they've been doing. So since we have restarted our Hot Frog Living Composter, we have really just had one theme in mind, and obviously it's only been a month or two. It hasn't been super long. But what our goal here is to make this into a breeder bin, and really any amount of worms that you start with short of several thousand is going to be kind of a slow build while you increase your population. So in here, we know that we took worms from outside in our urban worm bag. We put them in here. How many? I don't know. But what we're aiming for here is a pest-free problem. So we want to feed small amounts in wider increments of time. So that way, like this, it's been 2 weeks. So when we're coming over here, we have things like this. This is exactly what we're doing. This is the toilet paper roll, or what's left of it. There's no food. The worms are ready and eager to eat. So that's great. What we'll do is we'll find a spot here in the middle, make some space. We don't really have a lot of bedding in here at the moment, which is fine. We'll probably try and add some in just for good measure. And then this week, we're just going through here and just popping them out. So we'll take a look at this one. Looks like maybe there's a banana in here. I don't even know what's at this other end. There's not a tremendous amount of food in the toilet paper rolls, but once I figured, or I don't know if I figured it out, discovered it, whatever, learned about it when I was working on my hot frog initially, this is by far one of the best techniques of feeding, in my opinion, if you were a new person trying to manage the bin without overfeeding. Toilet paper roll increments is really helpful. One, to visualize, and two, make sure you don't overfeed. Now I covered it up just ever so slightly, not really hard, because we don't want to put the worms on top of the cold, but we want to bury it just a little bit. So we'll make a note so that next time we get some bedding added in, at least on here. But that's it. That's our super simple small feeding for the hot frog this week. Otherwise, the bin is looking really good. Obviously, there's a lot of coconut coir showing right now, and a lot of the shredded bits over here getting worked away. That's fine. It's all bedding. It's going to turn into castings eventually, so I'm not worried about it. So more shredded paper coming. But just a tip for anybody who's considering a hot frog or a worm tower or any kind of composting, smaller feedings are probably not what you want initially. I know you want to dump your whole set of dinner food scraps in and be like, yeah, good luck, worms, and then the next meal do the same. It's going to be a while before you're at that point. Shoot, I'm not even at that point. So the important thing here, though, is for the easiest experience, it's better to feed them smaller amounts, less frequent, and let them thoroughly work through it so you don't have any remnants. And that way that's going to prevent your water problems, your bug problems, overfeeding problems, just a whole gambit of issues that come up with beginners. So as hard as it is, don't go trying to look at every worm and, disturb them, and don't overfeed, and you will be golden. And I think on that note, I'm going to go. All right, friends. Well, thanks for this really quick check-in hangout. Hopefully better things to come in our urban war bag soon. Fingers crossed. Okay, bye, friends. Oh, sorry, buddy. The worms needed me. You can get love now. But I gotta give the worms their love. Oh, what a boo-boo-boo snoot that is.